What a crazy first week, huh? Lots of technical issues, lots of challenges, lots of dealing with masks. I know. It's been 18 months to the day since school shut down, since everything happened on March 13th of 2020. And on March 13th, I had been home for a week. I don't miss school. I got COVID and went down on March 6th and had 2 months of misery. Got my wife sick and she's still got long COVID. So, one of the reasons I do try to get you guys to wear the mask properly. Now, about the week. We sorted out, I said yesterday, pretenders and contenders, who is and who is not listening. And we kind of determined that. And as always, I took it hard and personally because, God, I'm on your side. And it just hurts when I see kids pretty much, give me a gesture with their hand, with their actions and say, I'm not listening. So we've sorted to this point. There have been mistakes made by me and, others. We're going to either learn from our mistakes or not. I'm going to continue to try. What I want to point out here is I am Valhalla in Schoology. See these stripes? That means these are optional. They're here not for you to complete. This is for the period 2 classes. What I want, you can complete them. It's no big deal. But don't click on them and click complete 4 seconds later without even looking at them. The idea is for the rest of the year, these resources are going to be sitting in the archive. I don't want you spending MacLab time going through watching the Valhalla video and all the Schoology resources. This is for outside of class. If you need this support, that's what that's for. We're focusing on our work. And now, here's where I left off. This is under construction. It feels like weeks have gone by and it's been 3 days. This is the 4th day of the first week. We're finally in Illustrator, and I'm going to start making these, and then we open up the other maps, some other maps, and start to work in our apps and get creative in here. And just like my little experiment here on Thursday, where pretenders and contenders were exposed because, let's face it, I wanted you full screen with no dock. Right? Full screen, but MacLab full screen where the menu still shows. And most of you, did it. No problem. Way to go. And really, it's not a challenge, right? Some of you still having problems with your profile and real names. I'll just deal with those independently. From this point forward, we're looking forward to being creative in the MacLab, and that's what this classroom's all about. So it's Friday, and Friday's for Future. Now, this graphic, you may have noticed my t-shirt has the exact same graphic. This stroke around a rectangle and this typeface. This is my design. Friday's for Future, that's another organization that I'm representing with the shirt. And, it's kids addressing the need to treat our planet better. And good for them for picking up the baton. So this is a mock-up. We're going to work with mock-ups a lot where you're going to put your graphics down. My shirt I have on, custom t-shirts, we make these in the MacLab. You're going to learn how to use typography or Illustrator to make graphics that we can then print. We'll talk far more about this. But right now, what I want you to focus on is the future in the MacLab and our creative journey with the Adobe apps. And, the reason you signed up for Digital Arts was to make cool stuff. So thank you again for helping me get through this week and for, doing what you did. I know these videos are not fun, the onboarding stuff, but for the most part, that's behind us. You're working at your own pace. You don't have to work at home, do everything in class. I don't assign homework. You are free to. You're not expected to. But I want you to understand this is your classroom, and this prompt right here, as promised, it's not going to appear. But this expectation is active 24/7 for the rest of the school year, that I expect you to do these things, and in return, no homework, no tests, and my rubric. And I just want you to do the right thing. And speaking of doing the right thing, do something to make the world a better place. You can hear me say that every Friday this year. Think about it. We can't do big things. We can't organize, well, we can. Greta did it as a kid, but we can do little things. And those little things can be as small as being polite, being kind, extending fairness when you'd rather lash out. Do something to heal. And little things add up. As proof of little things adding up, you have your mana, which I think is probably somewhere around 3%. That's going to grow all year long, and it's going to build. And it's a record of what day by day perseverance and resilience will get you. You'd be surprised how much little things matter and how quickly little things add up. I love you guys. It's going to be a great year.